A lot of you told me I had to watch Donkey's review on the Gollum game because I am known to be a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and apparently this game is terrible. So I know nothing about it aside from the thumbnails and screenshots that I've seen flying around, but I don't actually know about if it's worth it to smash the Gollum.
I have played the Smeagol game, and I am still alive to talk about how stupid it is. Going from Zelda into this was like getting thrown out of the window of a 5-star hotel and falling directly into a sewer where I now sleep on a pile of rats. Sometimes there are funny bad games like Redfall and Sonic Forces, and then there are sad bad games like Forspoken and Pokemon Scarlet. The Gollum game is a sad bad game. It's a
Oh, that's the worst thing ever. No!
game that makes you increasingly sad the more you play it.
Stop.
No way, that's a real cut from the game. There's no way. Hold up. Smeagol got punched in the balls. Oh no.
In this game, you play as the weakest, most pathetic character from the entire Lord of the Rings universe, Smeagol.
What is that thing? Not a dwarf, not a goblin, too ugly for either of them.
A withering, shambling corpse of a creature just barely clinging to life.
Wait, is there a character creator where you can add like 3 hairs? No way.
The whole intro of the game is Smeagol trying to catch a little beetle.
That's pathetic.
But he cannot catch it because the character that you are playing as is weaker and more stupid than a beetle. Because he is so dumb and incompetent at catching a beetle like a fucking dumbass, Smeagol actually gets captured by orcs and turned into a slave. So the
That sound effect. No.
premise of this game is you play as a starving little gremlin that can't even catch a beetle doing slave labor for orcs in hell where everyone is coughing and dying and nobody likes you because you're a little slimy rat bastard and everyone hits you and calls you names the whole game.
You're the guy that gets stuck in Blight Town at the very beginning of Dark Souls and can't find your way out.
Why don't you find some place to go die? Yes, precious.
This game. How is this real? There's no way a studio came together and they were like, yes. Play as Smeagol as a slave that just gets spit on by everyone. I think that whoever created this game, they were looking on, they were scrolling through Twitter and they saw that these OnlyFans girls have like a ton of these simp audiences and they're like, yes. Clearly, these people like to feel humiliated and spit on by society. We will emulate that, except without boobs. And the sad music when they die. This is not a $70 game. There is no way this is a $70 game. $70 so you can play as this little dude shitting around?
Idea level. This has to be the least fun idea for a game.
New objective, go back to your cave. New objective, find something to eat. New objective.
The objectives are the saddest shit in the world.
Objective, take your slave tag. New objective.
This is worse than grinding. Like, this is worse than just sitting in another video game and grinding.
Go to sleep. New objective, follow the frail man. New objective, wait in the line of slaves. Yes! I love this part. New objective, step forward. New objective, return to your cell in the barracks and...
Dude, this doesn't look like Mordor as much as it just kind of looks like Ohio. This is just Apocalypse,
Compare
Ohio.
Gollum game to Balan Wonderworld Land. In that game, the music is very upbeat. The levels incorporate multiple colors even. There are power-ups. They're not good, but they do slightly power you up sometimes. And of course, the dancing sequences. It doesn't make you happy playing Balan Wonderland, but that is the mood they were going for. The Smeagol game is depressing. At every turn, you are
Look at that face!
suffering and pain, and there is no hope of redemption or escape. You wake up, do your slave chores, go into the sweltering
What's the goal? There has to be a way to win, right? Do they
mines and
escape?
collect tags from the dead slaves that died of exhaustion and then waddle back to your cell, and then it fades to black and says the next day in Comic Sans.
Not in Comic Sans.
The graphics are the graphics. This is what Smeagol is like. I've seen him before. In real life, he doesn't look like this. This graphics looks like a orc's dick. Remember Shadow of Mordor? In that game, the orcs are like... That was funny. This game is not funny. This game is sad.
What's this creepy lady up there? This is the lady that he pisses on, by the way. In the canon, he eventually switches spots with her. She's the one on the ground. He's in the cage up there, and then he pisses on her. True story. Not my proudest fap. Oh my god.
I want to go back to when it was funny, like when they said... Here is the greatest line of dialogue from the Smeagol game. Okay, here we go. That was it.
The gameplay of Smeagol is climbing.
What? No way!
Shitty stealth sections and a bunch of trailing missions. Gotta have those.
There was one stealth part where I got caught by the orcs, which is an immediate game over, but then it kept spawning me into the same spot, so I just kept getting caught in an infinite loop.
Who's that?
He's one of Father's rats. Kill him.
No, I'm Smeagol. Alright, let's go.
He's one of Father's rats.
They spawned him into the plane. Stupidest game I've ever... I guess that's just part of the experience, literally. It's part of the experience. You gotta feel what it's like to really be spit on, not just as a character in the game, but as the player itself. I have to say, that is some brilliant writing on there.
Spawn me back in there. Come on now. What if I say, like, what if I go...
Oh my god.
Just, I'm stuck here. I'm gonna hide behind that little thing. This.
Eventually, I did break free from the orc loop and decided that I wanted to jump on this guy's head and strangle him.
One of Father's rats. Kill him.
There was
my
one
God.
part where I stole a potion from the famous Lord of the Rings character Candleman, and then many years passed until Smeagol sold the potion to a random orc for a slice of bread.
I'll give you extra bread for that.
Where was he hiding the potion for all those years? By far the weirdest, most intriguing part of the game is where you
Inside Smeagol's buttocks is the only pleasures experienced.
have to make a bird.
How does one make a bird?
I don't know where they come up with this shit, but there is an orc present who is very invested in what type of bird Smeagol makes.
White. I hate white birds.
For such a
I hate white birds.
nourished creature, Smeagol is able to bounce around pretty good. He can wall run, which it doesn't seem like he should be able to
What the hell was that jank animation?
do that, but that is like something from fun games, so it's okay. Playing the Gollum game is similar to possessing the One Ring. The more you are exposed to its evil power, the more it corrupts you. This is why it's so funny to me to keep jumping Smeagol off of a cliff. Like all high-quality games, the Smeagol game comes with an apology from the developers. They said, "We're sorry for making Smeagol game, and at the low price of $60,
Oh my
you too
Lord.
can own and return this game to the store, unless you want the Precious Edition. That's $70. Zelda."
Okay, we gotta kill this guy.
What's the token?
Get him. Get him, Smeagol.
Where is it?
Oh. Smeagol learned how to stand up.
Game over.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, what was even the game? I'm still waiting for, like, how do you succeed? Does he get out of prison, or does he just stay there the whole time doing these menial chores? It feels like the entire game is grinding. Imagine playing a game like, I don't know, freaking Dark Souls, okay? But you're not allowed to fight the bosses. You're just allowed to grind, and you win the game when you reach level 150, grinding on the peons in the freaking asylum at the beginning of the game. It's just grind until you reach the right level, and then that's it, game over. It's like impressively bad. What was even the mindset? The biggest blue ball experience. God, I wish there were balls. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.